Absolute Radio is where you can hear Prince, Mumford and Sons,
I will wait for you,
and The Killers.
Can you read my mind?
Absolute Radio
Where real music matters.
Absolute Radio
is
the home of rock and roll football. Barclays Premier League football commentary every Saturday afternoon.
If you're watching on the webcam, you'll be wondering what I'm doing, but someone has done something to this microphone. It's hanging. It's the angle of the dangle is incorrect, and I can't quite work out. Bear with me a second. Nope, still not. Basically, it's pointing the wrong way, and so I'm doing what anyone does when they're presented with something that's pointing the wrong way. Is I'm twisting it to where it should be, holding it for a second, and letting go and seeing if that fixes it. Nope. It nearly did. That's done something. I've done something to it. What it is I've done, I'm not... There we go. Well... Now it's kind of pointed... It doesn't really matter, does it? No, of course not. Technology is confounding it. Facebook is confounding me at the moment. I'm trying to change the name of a group. Oh, it's impossible. Why would Facebook want to help us? Why would Facebook want to make our lives any... I flippin' hate Facebook. I've closed down my big Facebook page. Yes! The Absolute Radio one is still up there. Set the Agenda is there, Clip Joint is there, but my Facebook page that had 5,000 odd friends, I've closed it, I've deleted it permanently. I've not temporarily stepped away from it. 'Tis delete. Oh, yes. Anyway, so I've got a group on there and I'm trying to change the name of it. Turns out you can't do it because Facebook doesn't want to help us. No, Facebook doesn't want to help us at all. Why would it want to help us? Unless, of course, Facebook is advertising on this station, in which case, of course it's helping us. It's the greatest thing in the world. Thank you to Mark Crosley for talking and playing records and doing both of those things much better than I ever could. This is Iain Lee, Absolute Radio. You'll be hearing me say that a few times. Apparently for some kind of in-house, or maybe an outhouse, video type thing, they have to film me. Eloise has to film me doing the introduction of the show. Now, I poo-pooed that and said, off with you, woman, make me a cup of tea, and she's gone and done that. But it means we're going to have to fake the start of the show. Probably several times. As you know, I'm a perfectionist. So I want to make sure that whenever anybody sees this video, they go, wow, the start of the Iain Lee show really is rocking the house. 0330 123 1215 is the phone number. So how do you change the group name on a Facebook thing? I know it's not Sony winning material, but let's be honest, are we ever going to get anything off those losers at Sony? I don't think so. Good news this week, kids. This is one of the things we're going to do. When is your wife or your husband or your boyfriend or your girlfriend surprise you? The best surprise... My wife is brilliant. She's given me a brilliant surprise, right? And she's not ruined it, but she told me what the surprise was going to be. Because she was worried I would get flustered if it actually happened. Harry Hill's coming on the show on Wednesday. Oh, yeah, Harry Hill. She sorted it out along with Eloise. But my wife sorted it out. She's been emailing him since June. So, the surprises, lovely surprises that your wife, your husband, or your boyfriend, or your girlfriend has done for you. Kind of like a nice thing. Harry Hill will be on the show Wednesday at 11 o'clock. Does Christian O'Connell got Harry Hill? I don't think so. Has Jeff Lloyd got Harry Hill? No. Iain Lee has got Harry Hill. Even Debbie Mason couldn't sort that out. Well done, Fandango. And here comes a cup of tea from Eloise. We're living the dream. Ha! I'd love... do you know what I'd love, Eloise?
What?
No, I'm not asking you. Come and join us. Come and sit down and join us, because we've got to film this bloody thing in a minute. I would love... You know, I've got a lot of time on my hands at the moment. I've been kicked out of the house because the builders are there, and... I'm trying to fill my days, and I would love to go and get a massage.
Oh, I'll send you... I just got sent a discount voucher for a full body one.
Well, there you go. Fantastic.
I'll send it to you.
Does she do it with her boobs?
I don't know.
I'm worried.
So.
The reason I've not been for a massage is it's up now. There we go.
Oh, no, they're not working.
Are they plugged in?
Yeah.
Is I'm worried that I'll be masturbated.
I don't think that happens.
It does
if
happen.
You're going around Soho or something.
It does. It does happen quite a lot.
Not in normal places.
Yeah, it does. Well, I don't know what
Only if you're going to ones that have red in the windows.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Call themselves a sauna, or...
I don't stop you there. But no, it happens more than you think. The number of times gentlemen go for a massage, would you like a happy finish? And you know, no, it does. And the thing is, it's rude to say no because you don't want to upset the girl's feelings. But if you have a happy finish in a massage, is that cheating?
Yeah. Because you can say no.
You can't.
Of course you can. Well, okay.
God,
if you meet a
so
prostitute
naive. Yeah.
and they say to you, "Do you want to take me home?" Is it rude to say no?
Can't take her home. Fandango might be there.
Do you want to come to my hotel? Is it rude to say no?
What, to you?
No, the prostitute.
What are you doing, Eloise? You don't need money. I'll give you some money. But, okay, the shoe is on the other foot, so to speak. You've got a gentleman at home.
Yeah.
He's on the bed, naked. He's got oil on him. And you say to him, would you like me to masturbate you? How gutted would you be as a woman if he went, I'm all right, thanks.
I wouldn't. I'd think you're a good man because you've turned me down and
no, but
you've got a wife at home.
He's your boyfriend.
Sorry. So he's my boyfriend that I'm massaging, and I've asked him...
You said to him, okay...
Do you want to have a finish? Well, it's my boyfriend.
So, and if he said no to you, how would you feel?
Yeah, but
You'd be
you
gutted.
aren't the boyfriend of the masseuse.
You don't know that.
If it was Fandango doing it, that would be okay.
She doesn't touch me. That's why I've gone to see a prostitute. No, hang on. No, I'm confused. No. So what I'm saying is I don't want to hurt a lady's... Anyway, what I want, basically, is I want a massage, but I don't get masturbated. That's what I want. More than anything in the world. But I don't want a head massage, because you know what head massage is.
I love them.
Oh, they're not. Let's be honest.
them.
The head massage is basically someone charging you 25 quid for 15 minutes of just tapping your head. Tap, tap, tap. Oh, rub the eyes a bit. Tap, tap, tap. That's all it is.
Don't like tapping.
That's all they do in
They
a head
don't
massage.
do tapping.
They do a little bit of kneading, but for a massage to be a real massage, it has to involve someone pinching your shoulders. I want it to be painful.
I bought one of them. Have you seen them spider things for your head?
The orgasmatrons.
Yeah.
They don't work if you do it yourself. You have to have someone else do
The
it.
first one does.
You get someone else to... You do become immune to these eventually anyway.
I did after the first one.
But if someone else does it to you, it is like having an orgasm in your head. A headgasm. That's exactly what it's like. So you can give me a voucher for a massage?
Yes.
Okay.
And I presume these aren't happy finish places.
The pressure would really be on me if that situation were to arise again.
Would it? You just couldn't say no.
Couldn't say no.
You're never going to see this person again.
Well, yeah, so might as well do
You have to
it.
see Fandango all the time.
Might as well. No. I remember when we were in Japan a couple of years ago, and we went to this weird sauna. It was called like Sauna Land or something, right? And there was men's and women separated.
Saunaland.
It was called something like that. It was really weird. It was in Osaka, I think. And so you go into the sauna, it'd be like different themes. There'd be Swedish, European, American, all these different saunas. Basically, it was just like hot water, sometimes cold water. And then I went for a massage.
Water massage.
No, this was like a sauna, steam thing. So then I went for a massage, and it was the most beautiful... It's hard to tell the age of Japanese women, because they age differently. It's not racist, it's a fact. She looked about 18, 19. She was beautiful, you know, in kind of like the white, starched uniform. And I was thinking, oh, my God, if she asks me if I would like to be masturbated, I can't... She looks so sweet, I can't let her down. So I spent the whole massage really tense, thinking, please don't ask me, please don't ask me. And she didn't ask me. So I was a bit gutted. It's like, you know, it's give with one hand, take with the other. Or give with both hands. I don't know. However much it costs, I don't care. But it does concern me.
You're a bad man.
No, I'm not a bad man. This is,
You
I don't,
are.
I don't,
Of course you are.
I don't want to be a bad man.
Well, then you just say no. There's no issue. You're making a
Jeez.
massive issue out of nothing.
Gentlemen, if you're listening to this, you understand my predicament, don't you? 0330 123 1215. You understand where I'm
Will
going
you
with
do
this.
the beginning of the show again?
Do you wanna do
for
it
me in
now?
a minute. Hang on. Let me find a good position.
Okay, so what? Tell people what this is for, because wasn't really listening.
There's a brand video. They haven't got anyone saying, like, Absolute Radio, and they haven't got you in it. So you're the man. For the
Why don't
job.
they get Dave Gorman or Frank Skinner?
Hi, I'm Dave Gorman, pretending to be Ian Lee.
No, not pretending to me, but pretending to be Dave Gorman or Christian, or
No, they haven't got. They've got all them, but they need you.
Oh, so they've got them in it already, have they?
Yeah.
So I'm like an afterthought.
No,
I don't want to do
they
it.
want everyone in it.
Who else is in it?
All of them. You just listed. Everyone is
But why didn't they come to me first?
They probably did. Maybe they haven't done theirs yet.
I don't understand, because they got Christian on the posters and Frank Skinner on the posters and Dave Gorman on the posters, and now they want to do me in a little video going, "Hi, this is Ian Lee on Absolute Radio."
Do a cheery one.
Hi, for the proper start of the show.
Yeah, but do it don't look at me because it looks fake then.
Okay.
Pretend you're talking to on air.
Okay, hang on, Steve.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the start of the show. I need you to tell me if it's convincing or not.
Well, it's convincing.
Sorry?
I live 3 months of the year in Notting Hill, in Thailand. So talking about massages and things, I can tell you what you were talking about earlier about the massages.
Yeah, we're going to go back. So we're going to go back to that in a minute, Steve. Talking about you and a prostitute.
I'm not a prostitute, no. If you go to Thailand...
I'm not saying you are.
No, Steve from Notting Hill here. But if you go to Thailand and you have a massage for an hour, £3.50, oil or whatever, and an happy ending is an extra £1.50.
£1.50.
Yeah, extra for an happy ending. But it's
I'm
not
Dave
cheating.
Gorman, and you're listening to Absolute Radio.
You're not Dave Gorman.
Oh, nuts. Okay. Steve, I've got to do the start of the show.
Okay.
Right, but I need you to tell me if it sounds convincing or not.
It does sound very convincing.
Well, I've not done it yet.
Go on, then. Far away.
This is Ian Lee, and you're listening to Absolute Radio. Cue the music.
You don't say that normally.
Do I
You
not?
Normally,
I'd like to. I'd like to say cue the music, Steve.
It's the first time I've ever rung you. I speak to Christian a lot.
Oh, what do you speak to Christian for?
Because I'm up early in the mornings.
Well, he's a muppet.
I'm going to get an arty angle.
Okay, he's going to do an arty angle.
When he was at XFM, mate, I'll tell you something. Me
Yeah.
and Christian, I won 3
Standing.
competitions with him.
Yeah, because he fixes them. I was at XFM. They offered me the breakfast show before they offered him.
I'll tell you.
the wrong way.
What are you doing, Eloise? Steve, you're not making things easy here, I'll be honest. Eloise nearly
Yeah.
fell off a chair because of you.
Ian.
What?
The only problem with Absolute Radio, mate, you got to get rid of that geezer Jeff in the early hours.
Jeff Lloyd?
Yeah.
Get rid of him?
Yeah, got to get rid of him, mate.
He's rubbish, isn't he?
When you're driving home at night,
You don't want to
at 6
listen to
o'clock,
Jeff Lloyd
No,
banging
I'll turn
on.
it- No, I'm getting a bit on a bit. To turn it up, it's the only time I
Yeah.
turn to Classic FM.
Yeah,
When
me
it's
too.
on.
Me too. In fact, I hear that Jeff Lloyd listens to Classic FM when he's doing his show, the Jeff Lloyd
Probably
Show.
does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's from up north.
Have you
isn't he?
seen the
So-
state of him as well?
God, he is rough.
He
No
is
wonder-
rough.
No wonder Zena left him, mate. I tell you.
Well,
I mean,
that's a little bit harsh. That's a little bit harsh. A little bit unfair. I'll be honest. It's a little bit nasty. We like Jeff, really. He's good. I'm Jeff Lloyd, and this is Absolute Radio. Cue the music.
Also, you don't point to the music.
Okay.
You have to push buttons.
Barry,
yes.
I like Jeff, really. I was only teasing then.
I'm going to go for an angle like that now.
Barry,
Yes.
I like Jeff, really. I was only teasing.
What am I supposed to say?
You like him as well.
Oh, I like him. Jeff Lloyd, is it?
I think so. I'm not really that bothered. All right, I'm going to do the start of the show, Barry. I need you to tell me if it's convincing or not.
Is it for a band?
Sorry?
Is it for a band or something?
What?
That you've got to do the start of
No,
the
it's
show?
for, like a brand video. Oh, Eloise, I can see things I don't want to see there. Her Wu-Tang Clan.
Oh,
Yeah.
looking straight into the new year.
Yeah. Well, was it crack in the face or something? Anyway, right.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, here we go. Right. Hi,
Go.
everyone.
Oh, sorry.
Hi,
Go.
gang. This is Ian. Barry, please shut up.
Sorry.
Hi, gang. This is Ian Lee on Absolute Radio, home of the no repeat guarantee. Here's Oh, T-Rex. You can edit that. Make it look good.
Look, it's not coming across natural, Ian.
Do you want me to do it?
Yes, please, Barry.
Okie doke.
Okay, away you go.
This is London's 105.8 Absolute Radio.
Did you say London's?
Don't you say that?
We don't say London's, no.
Okay, here we go. It's Ian Lee on Absolute Radio. Fun and filthy talk.
Don't.
Cue the music.
Not so much filthy talk. You can cut the filthy talk bit out there, Eloise. But you can take the audio off the log. Yeah. Okay, so
This
we've done
is
it.
Ian Lee on Absolute Radio.
Yeah.
Don't let me get masturbated by a prostitute, for goodness sake.
Barry's just done the link for you, Eloise.
Oh.
She was speaking over it, so we
Can
can't.
I come back and talk after the T-Rex?
Well, if you have to. We'll call you back, Barry.
Okie doke.
Good lad. 0330 123 1215. This is Ian Lee on Absolute Radio.
Well, you can bump and grind.
UK.
Ian Lee on Absolute Radio.
That's right, kids. It's Barry from Watford.
Hello
After
there.
the coral. Well, Mark in Slough is not a fan. You're a penis, is what he's called me. Except he spelt your Y-O-U-R, so I win. And he's living in Slough. Barry from Watford. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Salutations and season's greetings to you, my fair lord of the manor.
Verily unto thou.
I do doff mon cap to yonder gentleman, and salute thee with the finest of intensa.
And me too.
You're good lad. You said good morning there, or good evening, which reminds me of the motion picture Good Morning Vietnam, which was very popular in the day, but you don't hear of it anymore, do you?
It doesn't stand the test of time.
I remember being very bored when I came out of it, but pretending I liked it because I wanted to look cool. And there is that very funny bit where he goes, "Good morning, Vietnam." That bit makes me chuckle, even to this very, very day.
Lovely. Ian.
You've called up the Radio Barrington, sir. You're live broadcasting to the nation and indeed the world via the magic of the internetal thingy bob. What would you like to say to the ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, schools and little boys and girls?
Verily unto thee, the Barrington of said Watfordian,
Yes, sir.
would I like to impart the following conversation only.
Oh, sir, have a listen to this, sir. You might enjoy this, sir. Hang on, sir. This is for you. Here we go. Here we go. It's coming.
Good morning, Vietnam! Hello.
Oh, that really is a lot of fun when he does that. I didn't realise he said stuff after it. Listen, he's actually saying stuff after that. Let's cue that back up and have a...
Hello, campers. Remember, Monday is Malaria Day. That's why it's time to take that big orange pill and get ready for the Ho Chi Minh Two-Step.
I always think that... Finish laughing?
Not yet, a bit more. Finish now.
That Robbie Williams,
Yes.
he does too many voices for me.
Yes.
He's the veritable Mike Yarwood of Vietnam films.
I don't like actors who hide behind silly voices, characters, facial tics, makeup, things like that. I find it a little bit tedious, a little bit predictable. It's been done before and it's been done so many times and so much better. Very dull.
Some actors can't get any work, and like Tootsie, they have to, or, Mrs. Doubtfire, they have to totally change themselves.
Yes, and
make
I find that
older,
pathetic.
Younger, wear a mask, silly clothes.
When I was a lad, my parents, this is a form of abuse, and my parents dressed me in denim and took me to be held by two monkeys from planet from Planet of the Apes.
Oh, dear, that's terrible.
And it just strikes me that wouldn't happen today. It wouldn't happen today. And also, those monkeys in Planet of the Apes, what lovely leather jerkins they used to like to wear.
Lovely.
Weren't they
Shall
lovely?
I get on with what I was going to say?
Before you do that, Barry, would you
Oh.
say hello to the only other caller we've got this evening, Natasha from Hertfordshire?
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
What, to what villainy do I owe this imposition, Natasha?
I am a massage student.
Oh, I'm feeling hot already. What do you learn?
I feel a little bit dirty now.
You'd feel very dirty if you touched his body. What university do you study a degree in massage?
University of Sex.
No, unfortunately
Come
not.
on. University of Sex.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! I apologise.
19.
She's only 19, Barry. She doesn't do that sort of stuff.
Sorry, is it A-levels or just the best degree?
A or O. Shut up. Shut up.
Come on, shut
Steady,
up. That's
steady.
Dip long. Right, now come on.
I had a massage.
BA?
I had a massage earlier this year by a Swedish gentleman who kept telling me to relax my butt.
Yeah, I guess.
What have you? What have you? Barry, my show. So
sorry.
you're not really delivered the goods tonight. So, yeah,
Jeremy Kyle or something.
exactly. Except we have a higher class of idiot. Now, Natasha, what did you go to massage school today?
No, I finished in July. So
And
I'm now looking for a job.
Was it a happy finish?
No.
She spoke over your innuendo, Barry. So that's 1-0 to me.
Never mind, don't matter.
It was wasted on me, wasn't it?
Oh no, she made her own one up there. Well done.
Thanks.
Do people splash out on massages a lot these days?
Oh God.
Yes.
Do you get paid a week in hand, or
do they give you a good tip?
I don't get paid. I'm unemployed, so your gags can.
I'll do it again. I'll do it again because it's worth it. Do they give you a good tip? Big tip? No.
Anyone giving you the sack? Have you ever had the bum's rush, or do you not go around that area?
That is completely uncharted territory.
Have you ever had anyone under you in that sort of work?
No.
I'm out. I'm a spent force here. I've got nothing left. So, Natasha.
Yeah.
What kind of massage do you do? Not the head massage, do you? Because that's rubbish.
No, I never learn't it because I thought it was rubbish.
Yeah. When you say learnt massage, I mean, it's just like pushing someone, isn't it?
No, there's a lot more to it then.
Okay,
don't talk rubbish, woman.
There is. You
What do
tell
you do?
me the name of every bone and every muscle in your body, and you can be a masseur.
Yeah.
What you do? First term legs, second term buttocks, third term arms and back. Finish. Here's your diploma. Good luck.
What about feet?
Yeah, what about feet? You didn't think of feet, did you, Barry?
Well,
Don't be so
no
rude to
one's ever
Natasha.
been near my feet. You'd need a flipping doctorate to kind of try and take them on. No?
But seriously, Natasha, you can't massage someone's foot because what if you get their tickle spot and they kick you in the face?
You don't. It doesn't really tickle you because it's pressure. You're not like drawing little circles on the knife.
Even you saying that has made me giggle like I'm being tickled.
Don't tickle
Me
yourself.
too.
Natasha, you got two of us now.
What I find is, it's sticking up for Ian for a second.
Thank you.
When he was saying that, no matter what sort of massage he had, a sports one, a medical one, part of him feels a little bit mucky, mucky, it's blue, saucy sort of thing. I find... Hello, still there?
I'm still listening.
Yeah, sorry.
Don't worry, I'm really intrigued where this is going.
Yeah, me too, Natasha.
Yeah,
I'm hoping it's leading to an hilarious gag because it's pretty dry so far. Yes.
What I find is that it can be a head massage when I go and have my hair done, or it can be... I even went to the doctor and she had to prod around with a rubber glove near my perineum. And no matter what it is, it can be an eyesight test, it can be looking in my mouth. Part of me thinks, I'm in here.
Yeah, a little twitch.
I'm in here.
Yeah.
It can be not related. They can be looking in my ears or thinking, she's very close to me. I think
that might be a small problem with the way your mind works.
A glimpse of lacy bras, a whiff of perfume.
Where do you go for a massage that you get a glimpse of their lace bra? Booper.
They do it on Booper. God, you get people with a shot putter's face in the NHS, but if you pay a little extra...
I'm going to Booper on Wednesday for a full medical. Full medical.
They give you booze a lot. They will relax you.
They're not going to give me booze. They're not going to give me booze before they grasp my testicles. No, they don't give you booze.
I've had wine.
Have you?
I've had wine at Booper, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And what?
Oh, yeah. Wine.
By the way, also, this week, although it's been postponed till next week now, I'm going to go and get my ears magically cleared out.
And are you going to find that remotely sexual?
In Booper, they'll do it with a nipple.
Right, it's enough mentioning them. Other places are available, of course. So, Natasha,
Love in the NHS.
No, I would like to qualify that. I think legally we have to do the disclaimer. I would like to say that Booper will not stick saucy nurses' nips in your ear. Let's get that clear.
I really hope not.
Natasha, listen. I'm nearly 40. Barry's nearly 85. You're 19. This will make uncomfortable listening.
I didn't know she was 19.
She did mention it. If we were in a courtroom now and this was being played out over a loudspeaker,
I didn't hear I had a nipple in the ear at the time.
If we were in a courtroom, Barry, and this was being played out over a loudspeaker, we would not have a leg to stand on, okay? So let's...
Sorry, love.
I'm in a courtroom on a loudspeaker, yet the whole nation...
Oh, don't worry about those idiots.
Nation? Don't exaggerate.
Yeah, I know. It is
now, there would be more people in the courtroom.
Is it past your bedtime? You're 85.
Oh, see, now that's given me the horn already. It's that sort of saucy talk. If you insist, love.
You're going to get me the sack now, shush.
Go to bed well and truly on your own.
Natasha.
Oh, that's done it.
Now, Natasha, you're looking for work. What kind of work are you after?
Anything, really.
Yeah.
I'm poor.
So you wouldn't consider? Would you consider going to one of those sort of sleazy places?
Would I be a happy ending masseur?
Yeah.
No.
You wouldn't do that?
I think my boyfriend would slap me.
Yeah, well, blimey. But some boyfriends find it a turn on. But no, you're right.
If they were pimps or something.
If they were.
I don't know.
So where does an out-of-work masseuse go for work? Do you set up your own business? What do you do?
Setting up your own business is probably the best way, because it's really expensive though. That's why I'm looking for other work, because you've got to have so much public liability insurance for
really
men who ask you for masturbation.
Oh God!
So
do men actually have men actually asked you for that?
I've had people because obviously I've had to do clinics with college. People have come I want a girl to massage me. I want her, and then you give them a bloke.
Oh God!
And they've ran away before.
One of my fears, Natasha, is as I get older, I'm getting a slightly hairy back and a hairy shoulders and a hairy neck.
My gosh, that is nothing.
Is it?
Yeah, really.
You could work with that.
Yeah, easily.
I mean, it's not like I'm not like one of those. I'm not like Richard Keys or anything. But it's embarrassing me. But you could deal with that, could you?
Easily. Honestly, the things you see are really disgusting.
Well, I've got to ask, and Barry, I'm sure you'll back me up on this.
Yes.
What things have you seen?
Just people's skin. It's really disgusting.
I hate skin.
I hate skin. I hate the thought of skin, which I'm really in the wrong profession, aren't I?
Yeah.
Well, I'd say so.
A job where you have to rub skin and you hate it.
I know.
Yeah.
Just the thought of skin and people who have really peely skin, and obviously I do reflexology and stuff like that. People have really weird feet.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Oh God.
Hair, honestly, is the tip of the iceberg.
I've got no hair on the tip of my iceberg, but I've got terrible fungal infection.
You have a fungal infection. Do you not think
on my feet?
Professional?
Could you advise something for? I'm trying to take you seriously now. I feel so guilty that you're only 19 and I'm old.
I know. Do you feel like a dirty old man?
You're right, and I'm disgusted. I would like to publicly apologise for any talk of nips, perineum, bottoms, any of that stuff. Because I'm disgusted, and I would like to apologise.
Natasha, you've been a very good sport. Thank you very much. Best of luck finding work.
No problem.
Take care.
Sorry, love.
Ta-ta.
It's okay.
There we go, you see. Well, to be honest, Barry, she was encouraging it with that giggle.
Of course she was.
Of course she was. But you can't say that these days because you get called being a sexist. You can't say that because that's sexual harassment.
Oh, they go into this profession which involves rubbing people up and down, and they expect me not to be turned on.
I don't know if you heard, Barry, but I think she mentioned that she was wearing a lacy bra and wearing perfume. What's that got to do with anything? What's that got to do with anything?
She said, I'm 19, I'm wearing a lacy bra. That's a red rag to a bull. And if that is political correctness gone mad. Good night. Disgusting.
Absolute Radio.
You're listening.
0330 123 1215 is the phone number. We're talking about massages. I think that's it, really. John, Trev, Jerry be with you after this. Kings of Leon. Eloise has had a rubbish weekend. You've been poorly all weekend, have you?
Yeah.
What happened?
On Saturday, I was very ill, hugging that toilet.
Now, you say this. Were you hungover?
No.
Had you had a drink the night before?
No.
Not even one?
Oh, yeah, but, like, that, not enough, like, literally 2 glasses.
Do people still say, when I used to drink and you were ill the next day, people go, oh, I think I had a bad pint last night. Do people still have bad pints?
I don't think so.
No one says that anymore. Okay. So you're poorly Saturday, throwing up.
Yes.
Not because you had a bad pint or anything. And then Sunday, what happened? Your nails fell off, I wasn't really listening.
I got my contact lens stuck in my eyeball.
How can you get it? What do you mean, like, it was piercing the jelly? Where it had gone behind the eye?
Yeah, it had got, stuck to the inside of my eyelid.
Jeez. How did they get it out?
I had to go to Moorfields Eye Hospital.
Yes, excellent hospital.
And I had to do some clampage.
Oh, Clockwork Orange style.
Turn my eyelid upside.
Whoa!
And do a bit of dabbage.
Yeah, please tell me that you've got a photograph of your eye clamp with your eyelid turned inside out. Oh, man, the first thing I'd be saying is, get my phone, take my phone, quick. It's the one that looks like a camera. I would totally have done that.
I thought it was going to take me ages, right? But I was in and out within an hour. It's amazing.
They don't mess around at Moorfields.
So
Bang.
good.
It's eyes, isn't it? Because eyes, let's be honest, I could probably do eyes.
Do you know what, though? There was a changing room, a waiting room full of probably around 30 people.
Yeah.
They must have hated me because I literally walked right in.
Good.
Straight in to see the doctor and then back out again. Yeah. I didn't sit down for
This is what they do in
5 minutes.
in A&E and stuff like that in these places. They pretend that it's done on merit, on like, oh, well, that was more serious. But let's be honest, a contact lens in the eyelid. How many people actually have died of that?
I know, I don't know.
None, Eloise. It's not fatal.
Well,
it stings.
Well,
stinging isn't fatal. It's uncomfortable. It stings.
No, but what if it got infected
and went into your brain?
Yeah.
Could do that because the eyeball is connected directly to the brain. Of course it is.
The cells and the
cells.
Nerves.
There we go. Well done for keeping Harry Hill a secret from me.
Yeah, I did well.
Superb. Fandango, my wife, and Eloise, it's 2 people, not 3, have sorted out Harry Hill is coming on the show on Wednesday. And they weren't going to tell me. Fandango bottled it and told me, but she wasn't going to tell me, and Harry Hill was just going to turn up at 11 o'clock and do the show.
Yeah.
Which would have been awesome, but I'm very excited. And then you can't come, then I'm going to go and see him film TV Burp.
No.
My favourite TV show.
I don't finish in time to be able to get there.
Love that show. Can't you just, do a sickie? Do something.
Well, then if I was going to be sick, I'd have to be sick for your show as well.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. We'll get Macapaca in. We'll do a good show. We'll have a good night out, and then I'll do a good show. Bonus. Win-win. Win-win.
And we've all put it on air, so boss is my ear.
Oh, those losers. No, hang on. My contract's up for renewal. Those guys are great. 0330 123 1215. We're talking massage. We're not really talking about anything, let's be honest. I'm kind of fit. I'm tired. I'm restless. I've had Polish builders in my house all day. And I got home from doing stuff at about 5:15, and the builders were there, and they said, "Oh, we're going to go in 20 minutes." I said, "I'm going to go to bed because I'm knackered. I've been up since 7:30. Got the show tonight. I'm going to go to bed for a couple of hours." Okay. I woke up at 6:30 with loud Polish music blaring out. Right, and what they'd done is they'd left the radio on in the room next door to tune to Polski FM or whatever. And I said to them earlier in the day, "You listen to shockingly bad music," and they didn't take that as the joke that it was intended. So they had that on, and then they went downstairs, and they were still in my house. They were like in the back garden having a fag.
What?
They didn't leave till 7:30. They weren't doing any work. They weren't doing any work for the last hour. They were just like having a like a party. It's like a Polish party in my back garden. Couldn't believe it.
It's a bit rude of them to have the music up so loud.
Oh, it was. Anyway, 0330 123 1215. Let's have Jerry, shall we? Yes, Jerry.
I'll be brief.
Okay.
Because I'm hanging over my chair.
Uh-oh. Well, what, are you leaning forwards?
Sideways.
Okay. And you haven't got this. You can't pull yourself up?
No.
Okay. Well, then I don't want you to fall over.
I'm okay.
Have you not got arms on the side of your chair?
Yeah, mine.
Okay. Can we do anything to help?
Send that girl over with the massage.
We could say, okay, get Natasha's phone number, Eloise, and send her over to Jerry's. We can do that. She's on her way, Jerry.
Got an idea.
Okay. Oh, go on then. Yeah.
You're doing something with Top Gear.
Sorry.
Something going on with Absolute Radio.
I think Christian's doing something.
Yes, of course we are. And the reason I froze there was because I was thinking, yes, we are doing something with Top Gear because I'm bang on this, and I want to make sure I get this exactly spot on right because I don't want there to be any confusion. Yes, Christian is doing something with Top Gear, and it really is well worth listening to.
Get a disabled Pope-mobile and put me around the track.
A disabled Pope-mobile?
Yeah, them Pope-mobiles with the wheelchair in the back.
We can ask James May, the hamster, and Leo Sayer. I can't remember the man. Clarkson, Jeremy Clarkson. I remember he looked like Leo Sayer. That's how I remember him. We could ask them if they'll do that.
Yeah. I'll be the fastest man.
Oh, you're whispering like my little boy. My little boy, right? He's learnt how to whisper. So you can say to him, or whisper in Daddy's ear, "I love you, Daddy." And he goes, "I love you, Daddy." In your ear, it's the cutest thing. And now Jerry's sounding like my little boy. Jerry, would you do me a favour? Because I'm missing my family. Could you just whisper, "I love you, Daddy"?
I love you, Daddy.
Say, "I miss you, Daddy."
I love you, Ian.
Thanks for calling, Jerry. Yeah, that was sweet. I love you, Ian. John!
Good evening, Absolute!
Someone's earning a lot of money pimping their ass out. John, for those who don't know, John is our male prostitute, and we are big supporters of his work.
You know, Barry was a bit of a dirty old man tonight, wasn't he?
83-year-old man with a 19-year-old girl. That was made very, very uncomfortable listening. Very uncomfortable listening.
I think you put the phone down with a little bit of a chubby on.
Well, all right, come on. Can we do one show? Right. Oh, tonight's show is meant to be new callers. We'll do that tomorrow.
Oh,
and tomorrow's show is going to be clean. Everything is above the waist.
Well, it's still above the neck.
Above the neck. Above the eyes. Everything is above... It's forehead and hair tomorrow.
Show about foreheads and hair.
Here we go. What can I do for you, you male prostitute, you?
I don't know. I was just ringing up seeing about massages.
Oh, hang on a minute. Look, Elliot, can I just say, Elliot Heath has emailed in. Polish builders. Why don't you get English builders? Just a question. Have they got insurance and have you checked their paperwork? Just making sure, bud. Yeah, they have got insurance. Yes, I have checked their paperwork and I've got them because I'll be honest, they are about a third of the price that English builders were charging. That's why. Thanks, Elliot Heath. And also they take cash in hand. I'm joking about that! But they're much cheaper and they're doing a much better job. So, thank you. Yes, John, go on!
Yeah, so, what, Polish builders? Have you really got Polish builders?
Yes, I have got Polish builders and they're doing a fantastic, fantastic job.
Oh, well, you know, someone's got to do it, I suppose.
No, they're doing... Listen, all right, let's have this conversation, right? They are well cheap. They are well cheap. So much cheaper than any of the quotes we got. They've already done work on a friend's house. The work they are doing is amazing. They turn up every morning at 7:45. At the earliest, they'll leave at 4:30. Normally, they leave about 5:30, 6 o'clock. Working all day, and they are doing a cracking job.
No, fair play.
So I will not have a word. I don't like all this. Oh, we've got too many Poles over here doing all the. But they're doing a much better job than any English builder I've ever had, and they're much cheaper. Works for me.
You got to lose your cash in hand somewhere, haven't you?
No, and there's none of that naughtiness going on. It's all VAT. It's all strictly above board. Now, John, for example, if there were Polish male escorts over here, I bet they'd be cheaper and better than you.
Oh, I doubt it.
No, you provide a special service.
A special service and a happy ending.
Yes. Anyway, what do you want, for God's sakes, you lunatic?
Just ringing up to annoy you, basically.
Well, you're doing a bloody good job of that.
What's going on with the massage thing? That was all.
Oh yeah.
No, I was just saying. What was that the topic then?
Well, kind of. I want to get a massage, but I don't want to get masturbated.
No.
And you just have to be very careful these days where you go.
Yeah. Now, right. Well, the rule of it is then. So obviously, if you see the word sauna or gentleman's club or the word executive in there,
right,
that means it's a special massage.
Okay.
But if you look for something what says, obviously, deep tissue massage, sports massage, Balinese, Thai massage, that's...
Well, now, see, Thai massage would make me think that that's a sexy massage.
Yeah, I've thought that.
You'll say Thai massage and sauna.
Okay, so take the word sauna out.
Because when you go to the sauna, obviously, that's the seedy places. But if I was to recommend one, I'd have a Balinese or a deep tissue.
Okay.
Somewhere around here, there is a Thai place and a Thai massage place, but it's open till like 1 a.m. But they have like proper flyers and stuff, like proper price lists, and they do everything. And I want to know if that is legit or not, because I've been tempted.
Ring them up, get the number and ring them up.
So hang on a minute, John. I'm not being funny. The advice you're saying is I'll give them a call. I could say, Eloise, give them a call. That's not advice, John.
No, give them a ring and just ask them. And then you're only going to get a yes or a no answer, aren't you? It's not like you're going to turn up in person and get all embarrassed and go, oh, no. It's not one of these places.
Okay. John, would you give me a massage?
I'll give you a massage, yeah.
Would you masturbate me off?
Well, the price is right.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Tomorrow's show is going to be strictly... Kids can listen. A family show tomorrow. Everything is above the eye. No naughtiness.
The times are tough now, just getting tougher. This whole world is rough.
Face front, listen up! To nab this extraordinary little blighter, visit talktalk.co.uk. But look lively. Half-price offer ends this Tuesday. What are you waiting for? Up, 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 up.
Talk, a brighter home for everyone.
£30.80 line rental. Minimum contract, new customers and conditions apply. Fall out!
Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
I can't believe the amount of abuse I'm getting for having Polish builders. I say amount of abuse, 2 texts. Tom has emailed him. Oi, Lee! Oh, he's from a building company. Oh, it would look like contractors. Oi, Lee, what about the Brits? The Polish live 10 or 20 to a house. Not sure that's completely accurate. And can afford to send money back home.
Because they're living 10 or 20 per house.
What about the British builder who's got a mortgage and a family to support? They can't afford to work for a third of their usual wage. Think of the bigger picture. You're selling out the working class. What? Listen, we live in a capitalist society, so if you want to live in a capitalist society, which is not necessarily the best way to live, but if you're going to live in that and you're going to work in that, then you have to abide by the rules of capitalism. Now, supply and demand, if someone offers to do my house, let's say, for £60,000, and then someone offers to do it for £20,000 and do it quicker and possibly do a better job, I wonder, which way am I going to go? I can't be... It's obvious, isn't it? It's obvious where you're going to go. Quicker, cheaper, better.
I'd like to save myself 40 grand. Of
course you would. 40 grand, save yourself 6 weeks and get a top-notch job done. It's not like they're cutting corners. They're doing a superb job. I've had British builders in before on a different thing, builders and decorators. And you say, oh, could you do that? What about, oh, you've not done this very well. Well, you know, it's kind of what you said. These fellas, they did something today. I didn't like it. I said, oh, can you do that again? Yep, not a problem. We'll do that tomorrow. Straight away. Come on now.
They are very hard workers.
I can't believe
So are the British, but...
So are they? Of course they are, but... Anyway. It's the Stereophonics. They're not Polish. Are they? I don't know. Iain Lee Show, Absolute Radio. Eloise is through there.
Hey.
Monday to Thursdays, 11 till 1 is where it's at. 0330 123 1215. If you're new to the show, the way it works is I kind of say stuff and you phone up and talk about that stuff, or you phone up and talk about other stuff. It's as simple as that. If you like the show, thoroughly recommend you go and get the podcasts, which are available on iTunes. Lots of different podcasts. The full show, the best bits, the Shepherd's Pie. I noticed a new Shepherd's Pie has just gone up. What's on that one, Eloise?
It's Vinny's trip to watch Puppet Show with Penis.
Oh, that'll be a good one then. I shall look forward to having a look at that then, because that was a superb night. There's all those things. You can also get them on absoluteradio.co.uk/Iain Lee. IAIN LEE is the thing. If you want to follow me on Twitter, I've had enough of Twitter. I've had enough of Twitter and Facebook. I've closed my Facebook page.
I know.
The radio show is still going. The Set the Agenda and Clip Joints are still going.
I was never your friend on that Facebook page. I declined you, didn't I?
Well done, you did, and that is the reason that I've now closed that Facebook page. I can't. If I access it again within the next 2 weeks, then it becomes reactivated.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, so I've got to hold out and not rejoin
you can permanently delete it without doing this waiting game.
I don't think you can. This is the.
You can. You need to. There's like a button. It says send an email, and they'll remove it for you permanently.
I've done permanent deletion. This is permanent deletion, but you still have to wait for 2 weeks.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought that was just if you'd just closed it.
No, this is permanent deletion, but you have to wait. And also, I'm not operating Twitter anymore. I've had enough. So my PA Debbie is doing it. And a lot of people going. Well, first of all, I've lost about 250 followers as a result. Idiots, because they're not hearing it from me. But she says what I sanction her to say. She's my mouthpiece.
Why have you got her then? If you're still having to go to the effort of texting her?
Well, no, I'm not texting her what to say, but I give her carte blanche. Which means, I think, white car, to say... She'll say, well, she knows what stuff I need to plug and what I'm promoting, and she's got a list of Iain facts that she's putting out there. Yeah. Can I just say that those people that have been sending her abuse, those people that have been asking for pictures of her in her pants... It's not appropriate, and that you will get blocked for that. Seriously, it's not funny to send a woman, "Oh, I bet you look hot. Can I have a picture of you in your pants?" No, you can't. So leave Debbie alone. We're going to try and get her on the show this week because a lot of people think people think it's me. What? Why would I do that?
You would write all that, Rolf, whatever, all that.
I don't even know how to do all that stuff. That's laughing out loud and stuff, isn't it? I can't do that stuff.
I don't know what they all mean.
So, she's doing that. Be nice to her. If you want to follow Debbie Mason, she's on @Iain Lee, IAIN LEE, and she's my PA, and she's absolutely fantastic. And it's her birthday coming up soon. I have not got a clue what to get her, so we might do a show. What can I get Debbie for her birthday? Trev.
Yeah, geez, my sir's put Barry in this place, didn't he? Eh?
Yes,
didn't she?
Yes,
Sorry,
she did. We only have her word for it that she's a woman. We don't know for sure. We're waiting for the results back from the laboratory.
Yeah,
brilliant.
She sorted him right out.
Wicked.
She really did. She really did. Anyway, it's been a while, so I'm catching up on the podcast and everything. Yeah. It's been a while since I You've had a mad couple of weeks, haven't you, really? You've just been going for it, fella.
Yeah.
What is wrong? What's going on?
Going for what, sir?
Well, I don't know. You've just been hardcore for a couple of weeks. It's brilliant, man. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, you mean the show's been quite good?
Well, that as well, but you've actually been saying stuff that, not that you weren't before, but you've been hammering people on air.
If they deserve it, Trev, then they get it.
Oh, I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
Good lad.
I thought of a couple of things, but the only thing that I keep coming back to is who chooses your playlist.
Well, it's chosen by Eloise. Can you tell him who chooses the playlist?
Yeah, there's two guys in the music programmers department called James and Tim, and they choose what goes on the playlist and where it goes.
And every now and then I sneak in a little something of my own as well. But generally they choose it, and they work long and hard to choose stuff that fits me, that fits the show, that fits the listeners. I don't always, if I'm completely honest, I don't always like the stuff that I get given, but they generally find a load of stuff. Look, I've got the Lars coming up in a minute. There she goes. Fantastic. Peter Gabriel, Sledgehammer, I'll have that. Well, I'm too busy to choose it. And they won't let me.
Oh.
They won't let me is the main reason. Right? You know, I'd love to
tell you what they do sometimes, though, Ian. What they do sometimes is... You've been talking about some track or other, or you've said something like, oh, I never really got the whatever it was, whatever group it was. Yeah. And then a couple of weeks later, they sneak one in.
Yeah, they do that, yeah.
Basically, you introduce it, you set it up and everything, and all of a sudden, there it is playing.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, hang on, a couple of weeks ago, he said, I never really had time for them, and I think they're conspiring, basically.
Are you telling me that they're trying to brainwash me into liking you too?
No, I just think they're having a laugh. That's all.
They're having a laugh. What are those losers' names again, Eloise?
James and Tim.
Let me write this down. I should know that. I've been working here for 4 years. James.
There it is.
And who's the other chap?
Tim.
And what do they look like?
Tim has got the glasses
Tim
and
with
the curly hair.
Glasses and the curly hair.
And
Okay.
James is Scottish and bald.
Okay. And they work here, do they?
Yeah.
And have I met them?
Yeah.
Okay, James and...
Tim.
James and Tim.
You meet Tim most regularly.
Right. Which one's got the glasses and the hair?
Tim.
Oh, Tim. Okay. Trevor,
Which
have you just
one's
been...
the one with the ideas?
Well, yeah, which one's the one with the ideas?
Well, head of music is James.
And which one's he again?
Bald.
Are you all right there, Trev? It sounds like you're being run over by an aeroplane.
Right, sort it out. Play your own stuff, gays. You and Eloise are beautiful.
Okay,
always.
let's hang on a minute. He's made the suggestion. Let's play my own stuff, shall we? I've got my
Why not?
Okay, I'm going to do it. Here's my own stuff.
Oh.
As I walk away in freshly tattered shoes, it cannot be
That was totally the Monkees. Played it.
Hello.
Hello, is that Tom?
Yes.
Hello, Tom. It's Iain Lee. You're on the radio.
Oh, hello there. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right, thank you. What now? You're upset that I've got Polish builders.
I've got a point on it. Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah. Did you? Well, my point was also I sent you a message saying, what if a Polish builder? What if a Polish person did your job for a third of your wages?
Yeah.
And you lost your job.
Yeah.
So all the DJs, you're out of work because Polish people are doing your job, and they're doing it for a third of the price.
Yeah.
So all the DJs are out of work, and how would you feel about that?
Well, it's a slightly false premise because it wouldn't happen because of their strong Polish accents. But I would be upset, but I get on with it because that's the nature of this business. People are always coming and undercutting people. That's the way it works.
But then if there was a whole load of people that were ready to work for a third of the price and put everybody in this country out of work, then that would just destabilise this country.
Well, no, it wouldn't. But that's how it works in radio. Cheaper people come in and take over.
Yeah,
and I've accepted that. I've accepted that people will come and work for cheaper, and that things fade and go and come and stuff. So, yeah, that's life.
So you'd be okay with that?
I wouldn't be okay with it, but I'd accept it because that's how the system works. The system that I've chosen to be employed in, or I've ended up being employed in, that's how it works.
I think it's unfair that there's a lot of English people that want to work and they can't afford to work for, say, for example, let's just grab a figure, £60 a day on a construction site when they're used to earning. You're saying a third, but I would say double that, 50%, and say they're used to working for twice that, and now they can't. How can they afford to support themselves in this country on those wages? They can't.
But why should the consumer pay more money? Why should I pay more money to support someone?
Because we have that money in this country. Say for example.
But I'm paying tax. The tax is going in this country, so that'll do.
Yeah, but we've got the money in this country to pay for that sort of wages. It's unreasonable to think that, for example, someone earns £30,000 a year. Why should they employ another person in this country on £30, £60 a day or something? Why should they expect that?
But the thing is, right?
It's all relative. It's got to be relative.
Well, it is all relative, but you can understand that.
And the cost of living in that country too.
Yeah, but
cost of living in this country is the same as Europe. It's all very high, and the wages.
Well, Poland's in Europe now.
Yeah, but still, someone could come. A Polish person could come here and they could work for half of what we're working for.
Yeah.
And they could still make money and put that money back home.
But why should I listen? If someone, but that's the nature of business. That's the nature of capitalism, which is a flawed system, and that's the nature of business. Someone comes and does the job quicker, and I would suggest better and cheaper. Then I, as a consumer, I'm going to go for that. I'm not going to pay 3 times the price just so that a builder can pay his mortgage. That's not relevant to me.
It's relevant to the whole country, isn't it? Because
it's not.
They can afford to buy a property back home because property in Poland is cheaper than what it is in London.
Well, but the thing is, though, British builders have always been working abroad. They've always been working in Spain, always been working in Germany. But now with the shoes on the other foot, that's not all right. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not saying that at all. There's always a need for people to work abroad. I've worked in foreign countries. I've worked in Singapore. I've worked in Dubai because there's been a construction boom in that country.
So you've undercut the locals there?
No, I've worked you'll notice that in the places like Singapore or Dubai, you're paid the going rate, and you're not putting a local person out of work because they have a need for you to come there and they've got jobs for you.
Yeah.
And because you're on the same wages as the local people are on. You've got
But Tom, that argument doesn't make any sense because these people, these people are self-employed, right? They charge what they want to charge.
Why?
Sorry?
Right.
And I, as the consumer, will go with what is best for me. That means that the money is still staying in the country because instead of me saying, for example, spending £60,000,
no one knows what it's like.
Let me give you another example.
Let me finish this point. This is important. Instead of me paying £60,000, for example, I'm paying £20,000, which means that £40,000 is still staying in this country.
Behind blue eyes.
Okay, let me give you another example then, yeah?
Yeah.
In Barbados, in the Caribbean recently, they built a big development of housing, which was all very high-profile housing, a lot of celebrities and everybody else there.
Yeah.
And all these houses are worth like millions of pounds. They're all in the Caribbean, and all the rich people are buying them. And what happened was the local people of the Bahamas and the local people of the Caribbean didn't get the jobs that they needed, even though these people are in recession and they're unemployed and they need the work, and they didn't get the work because the developers brought in Chinese people to do the work and undercut the local Caribbean.
But that's how capitalism works. That's how the whole system that we are involved in works.
But what I know.
I'm not going to pay 60 grand just so some English bloke can pay his mortgage. It's not relevant to me.
But what about those people who were in that country that needed that work? And they're not asking for a fortune, they're just asking for a living.
But if someone could come over and do it cheaper, then of course you're going to go with someone that's cheaper. That's capitalism. We exploit, this country exploits everyone around. We exploit the Indians, we exploit the Taiwanese by getting them to do really cheap, do work that is really, really, really cheap, okay? That's how it works. I'm not going to spend money on a builder.
I don't think so. Because what about the people who are in that country that rely upon that livelihood? That you're saying that it's okay for them to go without because there's some other country that's very, very poor.
Who are you saying?
They're
Peanut?
going to have the money. Huh?
Are you saying Peanut?
Yeah, I mean, well, you know, what does a guy in the Caribbean want for a day's work?
But
Probably
what?
less than I
Now
would
you're going
want.
off on a tangent. The Caribbean's got absolutely nothing to do with me. We're talking about me having some Polish people giving me a loft conversion.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the general thing of in your country, you've got to support the people that.
No,
in
you
your
don't.
country.
Why? Why do I have to support the people in my country?
Because this is like you know, because you've got a set standard of cost of living in every single country. Yeah, you've got a set cost of living. The cost of living here is pretty much the same for Europe, slightly different in everywhere you go. Yeah, so we're discussing Caribbean. In Poland, the cost of living is different. In Asia, the cost of living is different.
Yeah.
So everything has to be relative for the people that live in those countries. So an individual who wants to work, who's got to, say, for example, he needs to provide himself or herself with accommodation, everything we need, you need to be able to do that in your country. So if you just import a load of people and some rich people are making money out of that, how does that help the people of that country? It needs to be relative.
No, it doesn't, though. But why should I... What you don't understand, Tom, why should I help Joe Blogg's builders? Why?
You're not talking about helping the builders. You're just talking about, like, it's relative to every country that you live in.
But no, you're not
answering.
Tom, I don't understand. I actually don't understand what you're saying, right? I can't... If I employed English builders to do the work I'm getting done, I couldn't afford to get that work done. So that work wouldn't get done. Right.
So it doesn't get done then.
Oh, you're living in a dream world. So hang on a minute. You're living in a dream world. So I don't get the work done because I don't want to employ Polish builders. That's insane. So the tax and the VAT...
You can afford it. I bet you can afford it.
No, I can't, mate. Not at all. You've got... what do you think I'm on?
I don't know.
Exactly. So don't make assumptions, right? Listen, the money I'm spending, and it's not 20 grand, but the money I'm spending, it's not cash in hand. So the tax is being paid, VAT is being paid, tax is being paid on the materials. So you would rather I didn't spend any of that tax, didn't spend any of that money, and didn't get any of that work done.
Okay, so what if then there's a whole load of people in India and China and everybody else who are prepared to work for less money, and the Polish that you're talking about too, because in their country they could make money here, they could go back with a lot of money and retire a lot sooner than us. So there's a whole army of them ready to come over to England and everywhere else and do this work for you that you want to get done.
But it doesn't work like that because they're not in the EU.
And what do all the other people do that live in these countries originally that have got to look after themselves and whatever? What do they do? What do you think the answer to that is? You're talking about money. I'm talking about people's livelihood. You know what I mean? You're just talking about saving yourself some money. I'm thinking about all the people.
You're not listening to what I'm saying. But what China
I
is?
understand your point.
China isn't in the EU, so that would never happen.
Well, no, it's not in the EU, but China, like I said, are now working in the Caribbean.
But China couldn't come over and work. Chinese couldn't come over here and work as freely as the Polish do.
Equivalent. We've got Polish people and we've got Indians. As you just said.
Right, Vinny. Wait. Right, a swear word may have got out there, and I do apologise if that did. For goodness sakes, what was going on there? Tom, listen, I've got to go because we're going around in circles here and I've got to play some adverts. But, I'm very happy with the Polish lads I've got. They're doing a superb job. And if I got English builders in to do the work, I couldn't afford to get the work done. So the money wouldn't get put into the system, the tax and the VAT wouldn't get paid, and I wouldn't get my house done.
Well, as long as you get your house done, I suppose that's the main thing then, isn't it, Ian?
Well, I don't like your sarcastic tone, but yeah, it is the main thing for me, my wife and my son. So, yeah. If a swear word did escape, then you have my sincerest apologies. The one may have slipped out as a fader was up that I was unaware of.
Absolute Radio.
Again, I've just been informed that a swear probably did get out then, so if anybody was offended by that, you have my sincerest apologies. Of course, we never meant to offend by bad language. And if you missed it, then go and download the podcast. It'll be on there, both of them. I think there's somebody who would like to apologise to you, dear listener, so let me just sort this out. Hang on a second.
Hello.
Would you like to apologise to the boys and girls?
I'd like to say sorry for my swearing. It was very, very uncalled for. But you have to realise it was a ball-breakingly boring phone call. Oh my God! I wanted to kill myself. Yeah, that's what I want to say. I'm sorry.
Okay, Brenda. Well, apologies accepted by me. Let's just hang on a second. Let's just see if the listeners are. Line 1, you're speaking on behalf of the listeners. Do you accept Verinda's apology?
I completely accept his apology. Why should I not?
There we go. Fantastic. Good work. What's your name, voice of the nation?
Voice of the nation, my name is Chris.
Chris?
How the devil are you, sir?
Shake Verinda's hand.
I was shaking his hand. Hello, how the devil are you?
Very good, thank you. Very good.
Could we? I tell you what, boys and girls, for a little bit of fun.
Hang on. I'm not supposed to hear what I'm saying, but right.
Sorry.
So you need to apologise, don't you?
He's apologised.
Really?
Turn the radio off, Chris.
Okay, I'm nowhere near the radio.
I can hear it.
Outside.
I can hear
I'm
it.
outside.
Okay.
I'm outside.
Okay. Would you be able to conduct this conversation, you two, in Shakespeare language?
Yes.
One would give thrust forwarding go and a to do such language. Forward. Yes.
I thank you.
No, I'm completely lost now. Anyway, back to Polish builders.
In Shakespeare language.
Thou think thus doing.
Thou don't really give a damn. Which is the cheaper one? I will go for.
Employing people that thus take forward, make profit, regenerate growth. Looking down upon
the
lowers.
The Polish people are of the EU.
Very good at what they do.
As they are as good as English
thus
people.
It is proven because they're all qualified. If thus is not qualified, or don't know where one is going with this. What I will say is, commend thy man taking Polish person forward, generating growth and capital.
Did you get a invoice? Ian.
Verily, my lord.
I would now pronounce that thee can't even spell the word invoice.
I fear a challenge has been laid at the feet of Lord Verinda of East Ham.
You can't.
What kind of stupid question is that?
Well, basics, man. Basics.
Yes.
Go on, then.
What do you want me to do? Sorry.
Spell the word invoice. Question 1. Spell the word invoice. Your
Can
counter
you spell
starts now.
can you spell your name?
Are you trying to be clever? I can spell that if you want me to. My name is Chris. Chris. Chris.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, most definitely.
Judging by
Spell
these
invoice.
long pauses, I think...
Spell invoice. You can't do it, can you? Go on, write it down. Google it. Google it.
I think you're wrong.
See, I bet a Polish builder could spell invoice.
Yeah, I'm sure you can.
Lord Verinder of East Hampshire.
Sit down, boy. Sit down.
The challenge has been laid by Lord Christopher of Arsehole. He would like you to spell the word invoice, sir. And it'd be on the Queen's honour that you accept this challenge or forever be banished from the court.
INVOICE.
Sorry?
I think.
Say that again.
Quite wrong.
Again?
I'll say it once, I'm not going to say it again.
What was the last letter you said?
E.
Correct, sir! Lord Christopher of Arsehole, you have been proved to be a fool.
Well, I
and indeed,
stand down. I stand down.
charlatan, and for that reason, I have no option, sir, but to cut you off and cast you from this kingdom. Vinny.
Yeah, do you remember you used to have a clip, Too Much Politics? Too much politics.
Oh, yeah, was that Bob or someone said that?
Yeah, and so what's happened to that now?
Well, that was on a different radio station. That's on a disc somewhere in my attic.
Yeah, but what it was, you didn't like talking politics.
But we weren't talking politics. We were talking, the builders.
Yeah, but it's about Polish builders, EU.
His argument was nonsense, though, wasn't it, really?
Yeah.
It's this market forces.
But you have been talking politics for the last couple of weeks.
Well, what other politics have I spoken about?
Religion.
Well, religion isn't politics, that's religion.
Okay.
What you mean is I've been talking mature, grown-up stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you haven't involved politics, haven't you? Oh, yeah, that's right. Britain. Are you proud to be British?
That's not politics, that's nationalism.
But everything's politics. Remember that advert?
Oh, yeah, I do remember that advert. Though. Oh, you're not into politics? Would you get the bus? Yeah, well, that's politics. Well, it's not. It's a bus, isn't it, really? You drink beer? Yeah, well, that's politics. And they were like cartoons, weren't they, or something?
Yeah.
They were rubbish, like really bad black and white card. Oh, you're not into politics, are you? You go shopping, do you? Well, yeah, of course I go shopping. Well, that's politics. Well, it's not. It's shopping, isn't it? It's Tesco's. It's not politics. Idiot.
So I can carry on talking about Graham Wright stuff.
About Graham Wright stuff? You
Grown ups.
You said Graham Wright. Who's Graham Wright? That's what you said.
I did have a bit of a drink.
Yeah, I bet you did. But you had a little sup there, eh? Ever had a massage, Vinny?
Yes.
Did they masturbate you?
No.
Okay, that's a shame.
So what else have you been talking about
Sorry?
Tonight's show?
Well, massages and Polish builders.
Okay. Are you going to do that week-long topic like you done last week?
If I can't be if I can't think of anything, maybe tomorrow it's new callers only, Vinny, and it's a clean show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can't call up on 2 counts.
What if I call in as Clean Bob?
Well, if I don't recognise your voice, and I must admit you are excellent at doing voices.
Yeah.
Then if you get past the system, then good luck for you.
Okay then. So what song's coming up next then?
It's going to be some adverts, and then you can choose. It's either Peter Gabriel and Sledgehammer or Razorlight and America.
Razorlight.
Good lad. We'll play it for you after this.
Absolute.
Polly's on at 1 o'clock, so do stick around for that. We've got Adrian and Sean, and we might have time to take some calls straight to air. Let's see. Adrian's been on the longest, so let's go to him. Adrian! Yes. Yeah, Adrian, you need to come to the phone.
Yes, turn the radio down.
Turn it off.
Hello? Hello?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm all right.
Oh, no, I shouldn't have asked that. I've got a few things here, right?
Yeah, but
Lee
yes.
Marvin,
Yes.
he done a song, because you said something earlier. Never seen a sight that don't look better looking back. He sung a song.
Right.
Brilliant song, yeah?
Okay.
And you know Polish workers,
Yeah.
they done my kitchen.
Yeah.
I tell you what, they're bloody ace.
Yeah, exactly.
Why is everyone downing them, putting it all down? Because I think you're big in it. It's brilliant. They're brilliant.
Well, exactly. They're doing. My lads are doing a cracking job.
Yes, exactly. That mark, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So that's that one. Number 3.
Yes.
How's your bum?
My bum?
Yeah.
It's good, actually. Yeah, it's fine, thank you.
Oh, all right, okay. And number 4.
I didn't realise Kevin Smith, who was on the show the other week, he's had anal fissures.
Has he?
He's had anal fissures.
Could have had something to bond over.
I'm reading his book, My Boring Ass Life, whatever it is. And basically, it's his diary, and it is really boring. It's him going, dogs woke me up at 6:45, got up, watched The Simpsons, played some poker, but then he'll just throw in a thing like, then when I had lunch with Stan Lee, who invented Marvel Comics. It's this weird book where nothing really happens, but it's fascinating. Absolutely fascinating.
You said it's boring, but...
Well, it is boring, but it's fascinatingly boring. And if anyone's read it, I can't put it down. But nothing's happening in it.
Can I just ask you another thing? You mentioned
Please do.
a thing, and Eloise said this. I'm trying to tidy up. I've done all my stereo, and I haven't done nothing. It's all tangled up.
Oh, the wires.
Do you think is it tangled up wires make a tangled up brain?
Well, do you think that your brain is tangled up?
A little bit.
Yeah.
So you think that's why? Because of the wires?
Well, I don't think it's because of the wires. I think the wires are a physical manifestation of what's going on in your weird head.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, well...
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But anyway, you're a good programme, mate.
Yeah. Sean!
Yes.
Hello, Sean.
How are we doing? Probably a bit too late for me to make a point about the Polish workers.
No, go on.
Well, we're never going to agree. We're never going to agree on it, so I probably won't get into it. As a builder myself, we're probably never going to agree on it. So I won't get it. So I'll go on to the other point, which was about Tim, which I totally agree with. What he was saying is behind the scenes, they are actually putting music on that you don't agree with. I have noticed that.
What do you think I should do?
Personally, play your own music. Or have a call-in for people that want music that people like music.
Whoa.
People that like the music they want.
That then becomes a request show. I'm not doing a request show. Iain Lee's All-Star Requests? No.
Well, it does work.
What do you mean it works?
People are in the mood for certain music. I mean, at the moment, I've got a £7,000 billion, so I'm in the music for Pink Floyd Money. I'd love to hear that song, but it doesn't matter. It's just the way it goes.
No.
All right, going back to the Polish thing. So you'd say you're
skitting all over the place here like a lunatic.
I've done a bottle of vodka. I'm semi-drunk.
I can tell that. Listen, they pick the music. I slip in the odd track. I'm very, very happy with the way it goes.
Can I say about the Polish thing then?
Well, you can. You didn't want to a minute ago, but you can do.
Well, I've changed my mind now. Basically, you said you'd rather pay £20,000 to have cheap labour done and blah-de-blah. What about when they have an unskilled person come in to do the wiring and the house burns down and then you have to pay insurance and the company's disbanded and you can't find them?
But that's not going to happen.
They weren't qualified electricians. They weren't qualified plumbers.
But they are. But you're making, Sean. You're making a huge assumption.
It's facts. It's facts.
Sean, shut up because you're making a huge generalisation that's a little bit racist. You're telling me that the lads I've got in my house are not qualified electricians or plumbers.
I'm not saying they're not. I'm just saying that most of them...
It's gone from 50% to most of them. So you're literally plucking figures out of your drunk arse.
Qualifications in Poland do a certain building course, and that course qualifies for everything. They do plastering, bricklaying, electrical, and plumbing all on one course. It doesn't qualify to be a bricklayer.
You're embarrassed. Sean, you're embarrassing yourself, mate, because you're drunk. These lads that I've got in my house are qualified. They're doing an excellent job. They're qualified to British standards, and my house is not going to burn down.
And you're sure of that?
Yeah, I am sure of it, because I've looked at all their documentation, because I'm not an idiot.
OK. Well, I'll take you over that, but I know for a fact, because I've worked with people...
You don't know for a fact. You're plucking... You don't know for a fact when you say 50% of them are not qualified, then it's more than half of them, then most of them. You don't know for a fact, mate. You're just talking... You've been reading the Daily Mail too much, for God's sakes. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, of course there are cowboys doing it. But guess what? I've had more problems with English builders and English workmen and English plumbers. I've had a lot of problems with English plumbers than I've had with Polish ones. I've had more dodgy English plumbers come round to my flat when I lived in a flat and totally rip me off. Totally rip me off. Then I've had Polish guys rip me off. So I'm sorry, dude. I'm not having that for 1 second. Let's go to line 1. 1, you're on the wireless. Nope, you're too slow. Let's go to line 2. 2, you're on the wireless.
Field, violin, tree, moon, ancient, idyllic, weather-beaten, melody, rustic, flower, laurel, motif, dusk, nostalgia, transient, elegiac, autumnal, meditation, meadow, sunlit, lark, willow, hymnal, harmonization, folk, brisk, dialect, counterpoint, romantic, fleeting, histrionic, mist, earthly, medieval, minstrel, transitory, plainsong, liturgy, righteous, rhythm, wrath, exegesis, ocean, bloom, flute, mead, wind, brook, snow, silken, melancholy, lament, ballad, atmosphere, primrose, slumber, maiden, globule,